4 people only. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, actually, Prasanna and Kalpana are joining from same place. So we have
Okay,
5 people.
Okay. And yesterday we had a discussion about the JSON to XML transformation, and file got generated as XML format. I hope this is the file it got generated. I think so. I'll show you the file. This is the file it got generated, XML transformation. So input file is JSON and output file is XML. This is the code which I have written for XML transformation. So XML is the mandatory for root element. So if input file root is available, the same root we are going to copy here. If input file there is no root, but we are doing the XML transformation, we should pass the root element. And this is the part for looping purpose. This is what we had discussion about the JSON to XML file transformation. Now the file got generated in the Postman only. The same file you want to keep it in your local drive. Okay, in local machine or C drive, D drive, then there is a palette called file palette. If you click on file, there is a name called write file. Take the write file palette. Okay, then it is going to ask you for your local file path location. Example, this is the connector configuration. Just click on the connector configuration, and I already selected one. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, this is the file path. This is the write file. The purpose of this one, currently the file got generated in the Postman only, but I don't want Postman. The file I'm expecting my local drive machine, either C drive, D drive, F drive, whatever the drive you want, you can write it on. So take the file path. We have a couple of palettes only. Now my requirement is I want to write the file in my local drive. So file in the right file name. Okay, click on plus. It asks me for the which directory, which drive you want expecting, what the folder name. Example, take this is my local machine. I want expecting here only. Take the name of the file and delete the list of all the files. Here I'm expecting and give the directory name. Okay, and here it is asking for the path, name of the file, because which name you are expecting. Example, sample.xml. Because I'm going to converting as XML, right? So the file is going to be converting as a XML format. Now coming back, this is the file, right? Post the file name. If the file is available, then post method and give the connection details of your HTTP. So take the connection details. Okay, 2543 HTTP localhost 2543 / trans. This is the path. Now body format of JSON format, and take this one as XML. Now you can take any JSON format of the file. I already kept somewhere. This is the file example. Post the JSON file. Sorry, JSON. So input file is JSON. And I'm going to converting as a XML format. Sorry, XML format by using that. This is the data we code. Morning we have written, and because yesterday it was generated as a Postman only as output, but I don't want Postman. I want in my local drive the file. Okay, now we can run the file. Sorry, run the flow. So what is the connection details? This is the connection details. Now where you are going to expecting output files. Now currently there is no file only showing as empty. 1 minute, still loading. Not apply, could send a request. Sorry. I'm going to expect the location of this one. See, sample.xml file is got generated. You can see if you want, you can open. Not this one, it's already generated. Solid existing files are available. So just delete and open the file. See, this is the XML file got generated. So before it was generated as a Postman, that I don't want Postman, I'm expecting my local drive. Then this is the write file, is the file name. By using the write file, you are going to write in the local drive. The same, I want to read from the local drive, and I'm going to write in the local drive other folder also. Then example, take this one, stop the flow. I can create one more project. File new. Example, file example. Okay. Example, file palette. If you want to read the file from your local drive, instead of HTTP, till now we have covered the HTTP and VM is the connector. Now file also one more connector. Take the file palette. So on new or updated file, take this is the palette. Now you are keeping the file in your local drive and read the file and converting from different format. Example, then put the one logger here if you want and take the transfer message. Okay, now transfer message. Take the sample or something. Now just remove the file name. Example, this is the XML file, right? Okay, this is the XML file. I'm going to keeping one more drive here. Open, read the file path, read file. I'm going to keeping the file in the reader file. Take the path, take this one, click on F, give the file name. Okay, what is the file name here? Sample.xml. Okay, give the name of the path here. .xml. Now you are reading the XML file. Okay, remove this one. Fixed frequency. Now you are reading the file from your local drive as an XML file. But XML file is, this is the format. This is the XML file. Now you can see the data flow has been started. Okay, now go back to a transformation. Okay, now what format your example, what format you are expecting as a JSON, and change the JSON format here. And if you want, you can create the metadata as well. Just click on file, input, that we covered last week, how to create the metadata, how to import the metadata also. Okay, create type, sample, XML, and what is the example you have? This one, example, take this one. Example desktop I have created, right? Take the example. This is the example file. Take the example. Now metadata has been created here. This is the same file. Person 1, 2, 3. Okay. Select. Once you create the metadata, it is going to be populated here only. Just select this. So metadata is going to be loading here. This is the structure. Now we are going to converting as a JSON format. Example, if we have a JSON example also, you can create the output JSON also, like output JSON. Then JSON example, if you want, you can import it from here. Then JSON structure also going to be populated. Currently, I do not have any JSON file, but I know the format. I'm going to converting now. Now I'm going to modify as a JSON now. What is the structure of this one? This is the XML file. Now my requirement is I'm going to converting as a JSON format. Okay, JSON format means first I'm going to write the data v code. First remove this one. Now the file is available in the payload dot, because I'm going to call in the root element. First root element is available. First you can call the root element, then only you can able to call the child elements only. That the same we are discussing the yesterday. So call the root element, nothing but a payload dot root. Okay, in the root element there are sub elements are available. Here person is the repeated element. Multiple persons are available. So just a dot, you can see put the star dot person. The file is available payload. This is the payload. And the root element, because XML file have a root element is available. I'm going to take the root element. In the root element, we have a multiple persons only. So those are repeated only. So dot persons. Now map operator. Just expand this. So payload 01, comma index. Arrow mark, start, flower bracket. See. First try to understand this one. The file is available in the payload. In the payload, there is a root element available. So I need to call from the root element, payload.root element, and this root element have multiple persons only. So that is the reason dot star. So it will repeat the each person information by using map operator, and this is the values and this is the index. Now come back here. So I'm expecting as a JSON format. Now, if you want, you can keep the subroot as well. Subroot, comma, flower bracket start and end. Now what is the file name here? PID. So payload 01 dot PID, comma, L name, capital letter, right? If you want to contain capital name, L name, payload 01 dot L name, comma, F name, payload 01 dot F name. Okay, comma, address right, add payload 01 dot add, comma city, payload 01 dot city. Now it is going to be converting as a JSON format by using XML, but XML file is available in the my local drive. Now you want to see the output, just put it in the logger, or else you can create one local drive also. Again, write file if you want, you can do the write file as well. Just I'm going to, before writing the file, I'm going to verify in the studio itself whether it has been converted or not as JSON format. After transform is hash payload, because I told you, right, transformations by default output will be storing under payload. So I want to retrieve the transform data in the my console. Now you can send a request just to restart the file. So file palette is automatically receiver after deploy the file, after deploy your application. So normally HTTP is manually triggering. After deploy the application, you can post the file here and send a request. This is nothing but a manual triggering. But when it comes to the file palette, this is not a manual triggering. If the after deploy your application, the same whatever the location the file is available, it is going to be automatically picking the file. So this is not a manual triggering the file palette. Now coming, still deploying. See, it is going to be converting as JSON format. See, this is going to be converting as a JSON format. So this is the JSON format. You are expecting subroots only. This it got generated. Now if you want to main root also for JSON, then you can put the root element here, persons only. Capital letter if you want. Then you can restart your application. Still restarting. See, if you want, you can verify here. See, subroot, main root. Sorry, this is the main root of the file. So before there is no root element, main root, but this is the syntax which was added. The existing data we equal persons only. So you can see here persons. So input file is XML and output file is JSON. Now this is how we are going to converting. So this is the syntax. It's a mandatory payload, and the input file as a root element is available. This is the root element. This root element have a multiple persons. So first we need to call the payload.persons, payload.persons, and multiple roots, right? Multiple subroots. That is persons only. So you can add the star persons, means each person I would like to repeat. So that is the reason. Star person and map. By using the map operator, we are going to repeat the loop. This is the multiple persons is available. So that is the reason I'm going to add this one, map operator. Then you can add the same. If we don't want to subroot as well, example, remove the subroot, then this one also can add. Now restart. Still restarting now. Now you can see the subroot. There is no subroot, only main root is available here. See the difference between each file. For this file, only subroot is available. One output. Second output, I added the main root as subroot as well. And third output is only main root, there is no subroot. This is what you are going to customize the file before sending to the target system. Whatever the file, just we are reading the file. After reading, whatever the target system is expecting, either small letter or capital letter, a root or subroot, and based upon the target file format, we are going to modify the file. Any doubt here? Okay. Now the same format. Now currently we are reading the file from the source place. This is nothing but a source place. But there is another palette called, remove this one. One more file palette, there is a read. This is not in the source place. Example, this is in the middle of the flow. This is in the middle of the flow. You can read the file from the middle of the flow. And example, you can put the HTTP request here. The first one is source place always consuming the file. And at runtime, I am sending the request from Postman. At runtime, you can collect the file from so and so drive and write it in the other location. This is going to be pick the file from runtime. The one which you put the before, that is available in the always source. But this is runtime only. Pick the file and converting whatever the format you want by using transform message. Now the same file, if you want to put it, example, directory, right? Read file directory. If we can verify, read file, there is a sample file is available. E-read file. Yeah. What is the file name? This one as well. Rename sample.xml. Now I'm going to send. I'm sending the request from the Postman, but in Postman I'm not passing any data. Just request I'm sending at runtime by using read file. At runtime it is going to pick the file and writing into the some other drive. Example, read file, right? Take the connection as well. Any connection 6378. Path is read file. Now go back to the Postman. Just send a request. Now I'm not posting any data, just only get method. I'm getting the data because it is runtime. The file is going to pick the location and process it and send back to the Postman. Example, HTTP localhost 6378, I think 6378 slash read file. Now send a request. Okay, application not open. Now you can send a request. See, JSON file is got generated. But before, the file is reading from the source places. Now reading the file from middle of the flow. That is nothing but a runtime. It is going to pick the file and write it in the JSON format. And the same, if you want to, you can expect in the local drive also. File write file. I don't want in the Postman. Again, I'm going to expecting is in my local drive. Just you can add it here. Say where you want example, you can give the write file path, whatever the file you are expecting. Example output files. Same file if you are expecting. Give the, this is the location, right? Okay. Output files, then example, so final results, final.json only, right? You are expecting final.json, and you are reading from the file in the other location. That is the reading the file. Okay, I will take another connection because same connection it is going to be converting, not a problem. I will take the connection, read file only, example, take it from here. In this location, I am expecting as a sample.xml file, and I am expecting as final.json, because this is the transformation is going to converting as a JSON only. At runtime, it is going to picking and writing into the JSON file. Just to restart, just send a request. Okay, something went wrong. Output files does not exist.
Put 2s on the outbound files folder name.
Now read file only.
But it's, I think it's still taking.
No, that is what I would like to restart only. Sometimes it won't update it. So just restart. Sometimes it will take immediately will take restarted, otherwise it won't. Sometimes it will take time to restart. We'll see now. So this is how we are going to read the file from the so-and-so location and write it in the other drive as well. And if you want to read the file in the runtime and write it in the other location as well. There are a couple of file palettes are available. I'm going to cover the file palettes after finish the data with concept, because just this is the option to read in the middle of the flow or source only. So I'm going to cover the after finish the data we code. I'm going to cover all the list of palettes, because these are the palettes which are using frequently in the real time also. Okay, so for time being, I'm going to explain reading the file and writing the file. Okay, you can read the file. The same format, now we are going to converting from JSON to JSON, JSON to XML. If you want to converting as XML, sorry, CSV format also, I'm going to cover the CSV file after finish this one. verify. Now verify. See, JSON format is got generated. This is the file, final.json, it got generated. So that is up to your wish whether you are expecting is the Postman or write file location. Then you can select the corresponding file palette. So whatever the drive you want, you can drive it on, write it on. Okay. Now this is the format from JSON to XML, XML to JSON that we covered. Now I'm going to converting as a CSV format. So CSV nothing but a comma separated files. How to convert CSV? I'm going to take another project. So that is also, if you want, you can read from the local driver, write it in the local driver as well. That is up to your wish. Okay, then take another project, CSV transformation. Okay, I'm going to close now. If you want to close, right click, close others. So it is going to be closing rest of the projects. Now take one HTTP. This is that. Okay, now transformation. Now first we will take the JSON to CSV transformation. Establish the connection. Take any port number. 8796. Path CSV transform. Okay, now to CSV transform, my requirement is input file is JSON file. I'm going to converting as a CSV file. Okay, if you want to convert the CSV file, first we need to change the CSV here. Initially Java CSV here. Now the same, if you want to import the metadata and my customer will share the sample file example, this is the CSV file. This is the CSV file example, customer will share the CSV file, same file. Now you want to import the metadata, or else you want to create the metadata as a CSV. Then the input file is JSON. Anyway, input file you need to import from here only. Now output file is CSV now. Now we need to create the metadata from here only. Just to create, select, add, click on output, create type. Now type is CSV here. Okay, there are multiple ways we can create the metadata in CSV. First, if we have a sample file example, this is the sample file you have. Just cancel this one. Just a sample file. Just browse this one and desktop. Person details, right? You can select the person details. Just directly you can input the metadata. The metadata structure is going to be created here only. And if you want to change the data type, by default currently showing as a strings only. If you want to change the data type, just expand this one. Whatever the data type you want, you can convert it only. So as per the file, system is going to be generated here. Or else if you want to customize, because my source system sharing the metadata, this is the one, this is the sample file. This is the sample example. But my target system is expecting other format because currently capital letter, and if they are expecting the small letter, you can create it also. And data type, whatever currently they are sharing is a person ID equal string, but target system is expecting as an integer, then you can modify here on. So as per the data types also, they are going to sharing us. Okay, as per the input and output meta type structure and data types, you can modify here. String number, boolean, whatever the data type you want, you can modify here. Okay, now this is one approach, and currently I do not have any sample file. Okay, but they asked me to create them manually. How to create them manually? Just click on plus option. Whatever the column headers in CSV, these are the column headers only. In the CSV, there is no parent or child concept only. Only column headers are available. Usually JSON, XML, other formats, parent element, child element, sub elements, if you want to write it only. But in the CSV format, only column headers are available. So what are the column headers you are expecting? The structure we need to create it manually. So how many elements, column headers you want, you can create it. Example, 4, 5 elements, the start with a 0 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can remove this one as well. And whatever the column names you want, example, same thing, person ID, last name, okay, first name, address and city, whatever you want, you can create it only. Just a city, something, address and city. So this is how we can create the manual as a data type, column headers, and these are the data type one. This is one approach. And if you want to delete the key columns, you can delete it only. This is the up arrow, down arrow. So like this, you can move and down arrow. If you want to change any alignment, you can change it only. This is the arrow. And another approach is you can click on folder, and the same if you want to import it. Example, the file, whatever the file you have, right? Person details. Just select it, and it will import here only. This is the place with the columns and keys and values, column headers and values as well. So this is also one approach. There are three approaches we are following. Usually people are following this is the approach only frequently. If metadata is available, sample file is available, directly they are going to importing, metadata is going to be created, or else normally creating here only. Or else this is also one approach. You can import from the location, just browse it. So whatever the file you want, you can import it, where it is going to be generated as a sample file structure. That includes keys and values only, column headers and values. Okay, and this is the delimiter separator. If you want delimiters, nothing but by default, each element separated with a comma, that is nothing but a CSV file. If you want example, sometimes they don't want comma, they are expecting like a star or exclamatory mark, ampersand, a pipe symbol. So multiple ways they are going to expecting the file. If you want, you can modify here also. There is another approach also available. I will let you know that. Okay, this is how we are going to create the metadata structure if we are converting as a CSV file. Now cancel this one, and just I'm going to importing the metadata. Now sample CSV and sample file desktop person details only. Just import the person details as well. It is going to be converting 5 elements. So metadata is going to be creating here. Like this, it is going to be creating as a metadata. If you have input file as a JSON, you can create it here also. That is up to you. Okay. Now I have modified the CSV file. Now the same loop. This is the input file, right? Where is the input file? Post the data. This is the input file. Just payload. Same, whatever we discussed, right? Same structure, you can write it here. Payload map. Okay. Payload 01, index. Okay, now the same columns and headers, right? Okay, go back here. ID. Okay, payload 01 dot first ID, last name. Payload 01. Anyway, you have a code already written somewhere. Just to copy paste instead of writing something. I think somewhere I have. Yeah. Okay, leave it. I will write it. Okay. Last name. Okay. First name. Colon payload 01 dot first name. First name. Address. Payload 01 dot address. City. Payload 01 dot city. And here you can add 01. Now I'm going to converting as a CSV format. Okay. Now you can run the flow. If you want, you can write it in the local drive, the same write file, but put the extension should be whatever the name you want, you can put it, but extension should be .csv file. So that the file is going to be generating in your local drive also. So the same, if you want to read the file by using the file palette, put the instead of HTTP, you can put it in the file palette instead of HTTP, you can put the file palette in the source places. What is the file here? This is the location, right? The data types. CSV transformation. I'm going to put the CSV transformation, and 8796 is the port number. Just send a request. Now we are expecting as a CSV format. See, this is the CSV format. I told you, right? Each column headers only. There is no child parent concept. CSV format. Now this is the CSV format you are expecting. Now this is the header and this is the columns. Now my customer will saying that I don't want comma. Example, I want star as a delimiter. So as a star, this is the comma separated each element. So if they are expecting as a star, but source system saying the JSON, but currently what is delimiter it is going to be separated, comma only. If they are expecting as a star, then you can use the header elements, header part, separator, SCPARATOR equal double quote star. So here also option is available, as I told you, right? Here also by default comma delimiter separator, but if whatever the format, whatever the delimiter you want, you can put it instead of mentioned here. I'm talking about instead of mentioned here, you can put it here also. Okay, that is up to your wish, or else you can, this is the easiest way, you can put it here only. Then the same way you can run the flow. Anyway, it's already redeployed. See, each element separated with the star. Like this is the pipe symbol or ampersand, dollar symbol, whatever the symbol they are expecting, that is the syntax is separator. Separator means each element is going to be separated with star. So this is the one. So you can put it in the only header part, separator. And example, currently header is available. I don't want header. By default header is a true. Header columns I'm talking about. Sometimes they are saying that don't send any header values, just you can send me body only. Then you can put it as header, HEA, header equal false. By default true. Then header equal false. Started. Now restarted. Just send a request. No, there is no header one. Okay, now if they sometimes they are expecting the quote values also. I have some syntax here. Quote values. This is the syntax only. This is the quote values. Take the quote values. Example. By default false is the quote values. Just comma. Put the quote values here. Okay, true. Means double quotes I'm talking about. Okay. Now restarted. You can see here. See, double quotes only. Separated with comma, star, and double quotes. If you are not required quote values, by default false. By default false. And if you want, make it as a true as well. And you can restart the flow. Okay.
Before you restart, right? So let's say, for example, you need the code only for the address, right? So you just have to add it right next to the value or mapping.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
No, if you want to add the code values, right? So just for the address part, so you should be writing it next to the mapping, like address payload dot addressing, right? You should write it there, or
no, because CSV file, you mean it is the only single element only we are expecting, as am I right?
yes, only for the address. Yeah.
Only for address, no, it won't support, because CSV is a entire element only it is going to be supporting. I want only this one code, so this one is that is not the standard format of CSV.
Okay. I mean, like I understand that, but you cannot do any particular customization as such, right? So it's only one, true or false, right? As a whole.
Yes, false. Yes, that is a Boolean value only, either true or false only, and you should define only in the header level only. Okay. So that is what, as per your requirement, whatever you want, you can define here only. There is another. Now I'm going to run now. You can see the difference between us. See, this is the header one, and this is the one. If you want, you can put the quote values is true, then it is going to append as a true only. This is the Boolean, sir. just restart it, then put the restarted. See, quote and header and quote on. There is another keyword called quote header false, quote value. This is the one. So separator, quote header. I will tell you the header. Only I want header values only. I don't want it the body. Then you can use the quote header as well. Comma, quote values, you can remove this one as well. Only header level I want. By default false, then put it as true. Okay, now restart. See, only header, I don't want body. So these are the keywords only applicable for CSV transformation only, which we are using very frequently in real time. So based upon, anyway, they are going to giving the document like what format they are expecting, what are the like structure they are expecting while converting the CSV format. So based upon this is the predefined keyword. So we should follow the standards only. The header is a small letter and quote to header also. This is small and this is the header. Okay, this is for CSV transformation. The same if you want to read from the CSV also, the Postman example, you can read it also. If you want, you can remove this one as well. Now just to restart. That's done. See, it's converting. Start restart. Sometimes it will take time, so just stop and restart it. So this is the CSV. Now you are taking the CSV as input. Example. Same. If you want to post the data from the CSV, sorry, from the Postman, just post method, body, RAW, no text format, any text plain or text only. We need to select this is the option. Or else file palette .csv file, you can put it in the instead of HTTP, you can put the file palette and you can read it and converting whatever the format you want only. There are two ways, but the same if you want to post from the Postman as a CSV, but before we have selected the XML JSON, right? And this is the text format. We need to select either text or text plain only. Okay, now if you want to read it, the same JSON format if you are expecting as an output. Okay, remove the metadata because this is the metadata for CSV only. So if you are keeping the same metadata and converting as a JSV, definitely throwing an error. So or else you can create any other project as well. Delete the metadata. double check with the metadata. So there is no metadata here. Then converting as a CSV or XML, just a JSON or XML only. Now this is the JSON also. There is no root element. If you want, you can put the root element as well. The same code I'm putting here only. Persons, root element, and subroot. If you want, you can put the subroot as well. Colon. So the same code only. Example, if they are expecting the same input and output, but before converting the same, if they are requesting for the main root and subroot, and this is how we are going to modify. Then just to restart. So 8796. Slash CSV transformation. Okay, now I can send a request. Now it is going to be generating us. Call the function map personality last time. Something went wrong. See, still it's not deleted. So still metadata is not deleted. Just wait a minute. I'm going to take another transform message. Instead of stop and stop, this is the good. So there is no metadata. Then you can write it here. Now I can send a request. What happened this one? Not real function. Payload. Okay, we need to create metadata. Okay. So input metadata I can create it, right? CSV. Maybe that is the reason. Input CSV. So metadata I'm going to create it. CSV and column headers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want, you can put it as column names or keep it as it is also. That is up to your wish. But structure is expecting. Now select. Now restart. Still not restarted. Again it will take time. Sometimes it will take time. Just restart. function map operator. What happened? Payload map. Payload 01. I think what happened? You call the function map operator of the city. Payload 01 only, right? This is the person ID, last name, first name, and city. Application Java. This person's payload. Something went wrong, I didn't have it. Something processation. I think there is no issue only. We call function map operator can find person ID, last name, first name, and city. Is the structure. Text also, that's not a problem. Any format you can take it on. Both same only, I didn't, there is no much difference. Now this is one string person ID. There is no much. If you want, I think if that is up to you whether you have created or not. See. What happens suddenly? I don't think so. I think there is a mistake only. Payload map only. Now function map operator string the personality last name first address city. So function payload. Payload 01 only. Payload 0. We'll see now. If not, I will verify and confirm it back. Now send a request. Person. I think this is correct format only. I am not able to understand. JSON format only. Payload map. First you can remove this one as well. I will confirm you that. Now we start. Send a request. Oh shit. Okay, I will check and confirm you. Honestly, wasting of time. I don't want to waste time. I will confirm you tomorrow. So I did. This is the same syntax. So array only. Array object. Sample data. Sample data. Okay. Anyway, I will cover you tomorrow. This one CSV transformation. But this is the syntax which is correct only. Honestly, I don't want to waste time only. We'll confirm you this one only. Okay, forget about the CSV. I will cover you tomorrow. So another concept called property file. Sorry, I will cover you tomorrow. This one only. So another concept called property file. Property file. How to create the property file? What is the use of property file? Is we have some common data. The common data which we are going to using in the entire our project, instead of creating multiple times, there is a file called property file. We can keep all the common information and we can reuse it wherever you want. That is nothing but a property file. Not only MuleSoft, all programming languages also property files are creating. So what information they are going to using, right? Username, password, connection details, and any folder path. These are the common for entire project only. So like the HTTP connection now we are using, file path now we are using, file palette. So these are the file path and HTTP connection details, username, port numbers. These are the common information which are going to using the entire project. So every time we need to create a, that is a very difficult only. Sometimes in future they are modifying the file path and port numbers also. But the same file path we are going to use in the 10 places. Again we need to go and modify multiple times only, multiple places. Unfortunately, if you are missing something now, definitely throwing an error only. So that is the reason they are going to keep the create the property file and keep the common data and the same data which you are going to using the multiple places only. If you want to modify, just you can modify in the property file itself. That is going to be reflected in the multiple places only. That is nothing but a property file concept. Then the property file, if you want to create, example, take one more project, anything, or else take this one. It's already available, right? So this is take normal JSON to JSON only. Okay, just to modify the file structure. Okay, then this is the one, first ID, last name. This is the normal JSON format I'm going to convert it. JSON only. Okay, payload map, this one also. Okay. Okay, this is the input file. Example, this is the JSON file. Sorry. This is the file. This is the input file. I'm going to converting as a same JSON to JSON transformation. Now the topic is property file is the topic. Just to run the flow. Now take the 2543 as the input file and trans is the path. Now pose the data and you can verify. It's going to be still deploying. Now JSON to JSON transformations. Okay. First and last name for the city. Now you can send a request and get the JSON format. So this is the JSON. City maybe got some city, go back and it written as a null, right? So xml.city, small letter, right? So that is the reason it returning as a null values, null only. Now you can send a request. You'll get the, this is the one. Now property file concept. I have a common data, right? Example, how to create the property file first. Go to your project, right? And the property file always we are going to creating in the SRC main resource. Okay, delete this one as well. So property file definitely we should create in the under SRC main resource. Okay, right click on the file, new file, go to file. The name should be whatever the name you want, you can create it. Example, I'm going to create dev dot extension should be properties only, small letter, properties. So name should be whatever name you want, but extension should be dot properties only. Create the finish. And whatever the name you want, you can put it. Whatever the content, file name, connection details, username, password, whatever the information you want, you can put it. Example, I'm going to put it as a city equal Bangalore something like this, and port number equal something. This is the common data. There is no restrictions here. How many information, whatever the information you want, you can put it directly. So there is no lines also. N number of lines you can create it here only. Sometimes people are keeping the property file in the database queries also. That is based. There is no restrictions. Whatever the content you want, you can put it. But how system will understand, right? This is the key. This is the value. This is the key. This is the value. Okay. Now property file you have created. Now again go back to your project. This is your project, right? Just to close others. Yes, okay. Now this is the property file which you have created under this project, day1 project. Now once created, then again go back to the global elements, go back to global elements, create. Here there is a configuration called global configuration property. Select this configuration property. What is the necessity of this one, right? Because currently in my project only one flow is available, but in future you are creating n number of flows as well. I already shown you, right? If you want to create n number of flows, data view 2 example you can create. So this is also one flow, this is also one flow, but I am going to reuse this data in this flow as well and this flow as well. So if multiple flows, if you want to reuse it in single project, so you want to make it as a globally. So that is the reason this is the project, main project, and go to the global elements. So go to create global configurations, configuration property, select, and what is the name of the file? As it is, you can keep it here only, dev.properties. Dev.properties. Just click on OK. Now you are making as a globally so that all the flows they can able to access. Now coming back here. Now you want to access the property file content. In the flow level, if you want to access example logger palette or any set payload anyway, and here also if you want to access in the flow level. Now you have created the port, right? In the port, just what is the syntax is dollar flower bracket. What is the key which you have created? Port. This is in the flow level, in the palette, in the flow. If we want to consume the property key, dollar flower bracket key of this one. If you want, you can verify key here. Port. Same key you should maintain here. Okay. Go back and send request. Port. And the same if you want to consume here also in the logger is dollar flower bracket port. In the flow level, in the each palette, if you want to reuse the property content, dollar flower bracket, this is the syntax. But in the data view, if you want to retrieve the property values, example city I have created, right? Copy the city. The syntax is small p. This is the small p bracket single quotes key. This is how we are going to consuming the data view. If the p means system will understand the value is available in the property file. After p, if you have put it in the p, system will understand p is nothing but a property. This is the key of property file. At runtime, system will go and verify what is the value of this one. Example Bangalore, right? It is going to be populated. Under this is the key. This is the value at runtime. It is going to be displayed here only. And this is the only data view point of a small p. But in the flow level, other than data view, wherever you want to consume the property value, dollar flower bracket and key. This is the key. This is the key. This is how we are going to consuming as a property. Now if you want, you can see 2365. 2365. Now just to restart, anyway restarted, send the request. See Bangalore. And if you want, you can verify in the console as well. Logger also will display the property value. So this is the frequently which we are going to create in the property file. Without property file, there is no main project also. So there are multiple domains which are multiple environments also which are going to use it, like a dev environment, production or UIT. So each environment, username, password, connection details, and some of the file path and everything is going to be different only. So based upon environment, they are going to create in the environment wise properties only. So if dev means dev properties is going to picking, prod means prod properties, UIT means UIT properties. Like this, system will pick the runtime data only. So where we are going to creating, there's first main resource dev.properties, extension should be .properties. Once you create it, the file is going to be applicable for all the flows, right? So then go to the your main project or the flow, then go to the global elements, create global configuration properties, and whatever the name which you have created, same copy pasted only. So dynamically it is going to be pick the file in the property file and reuse it in the wherever I want. Currently we are using 2563. Now in future they are going to change the example 26 as well. Now no need to modify in the flow level, just you can modify here only. And Bangalore 1 now currently, now we can modify here something now. So if you have modify here, automatically that is going to be reflected in the wherever you are using that, that is going to reflect all the places. Instead of modifying multiple places, you can modify here itself, then it is going to automatically reflect over there. So this is the purpose of property file. Property file is nothing but we have a common data. That common data which I'm going to using in the multiple places. Instead of type or creating multiple times, write multiple times, there is a file called property file where we are going to keep all the common information and we can reuse it only. How to reuse it means in the flow level, other than data view, if we want to reuse it, $flower bracket key, but in the data view, small p bracket single quotes key. So this is how we are going to reuse the data in the property file. Any doubt here? Okay, I'm going to close now. CSV file transformation I'm going to cover the next classes. Maybe I would like to verify why it got error. Okay, so till now any doubt you can let me know.
Sure.
Okay, if you don't have any doubts, I'm closing today. We'll discuss next class. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.